Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of modal verbs or modals. In my last session, I taught you the correct usage of can, could, may, might, should and ought to. But today I am going to talk about must, used to, will and shall. I am going to tell you the correct uses of the following modal verbs. Fine. So let's start our session. But before I start the session, I would like to give a small introduction of the topic. Modal verbs. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are special helping verbs. They are auxiliary verbs. Fine. And they add meaning to the main verb. Fine. And a modal verb is not affected by number or person in a sentence. Fine. It remains as it is. And the verb, main verb that follows a modal verb in a sentence will always be written in present form. Clear? I don't think you have any doubts. So let's understand the topic one by one. Have a look. Modal verbs we are taking along with the example, and these are the points I have written for you for better explanation and understanding. Must. Must is a modal verb that you must be using day-to-day in your day-to-day life. So understand, in this scenario, in this situation, you are going to use modal verb must. Must is used to express the necessity or compulsion felt by the speaker. Fine. So here the emphasis is on necessity or compulsion. It means if the speaker feels that, it is important or it is very urgent, it is essential to do something, that particular speaker uses the modal verb must. Here first point, example, you must abide by the law. Here the speaker is emphasizing here, and the emphasis is on the adherence to law and order. It means the speaker is advising you to abide by the laws and regulation of the society. Suppose you try to jump the traffic light. In that scenario, I must advise that you must abide by the law, you must abide by the traffic laws or rules. Fine? Is that clear? I hope it is clear. Come to the second point. It is also used to express the emphatic advice. Emphatic advice means strong advice. Understand one more time? Should is also used for giving advice. Ought to is also used for giving advice. But here, must is stronger modal verb than should and ought to. So when you are giving strong advice, emphatic advice to someone, then in that scenario you will use must. Suppose you are advising somebody to speak the truth, and that truth is very, very essential in a particular situation. So you must use the modal verb must. You must tell the truth before the jury. Fine. It means it is very essential to speak the truth before the jury, and this advice is very, very strong. It is emphatic. Fine. Suppose your friend is not keeping well, but at the same time he wants to play outside, he wants to play football, but he has been advised not to do so. But you want to give a strong advice, so you will say that, and you want to stop your friend from playing. So how will you use modal verb here? You mustn't you will use. Here emphasis is on strong advice, and you are advising your friend you mustn't play football. Why? Why he will not play? Why he mustn't play football? Since he has been advised by a doctor not to play outside as he has knee problems. Fine. So you will just advise him by saying you mustn't play football outside since the doctor has advised you not to do so. So advice is very, very strong here. I think it is clear now. Come to used to. Used to again is a modal verb, and how you are going to use to? To express past habit or past routine. Fine. Come to the past habit. Suppose you want to talk about your childhood habit, or what you did in your childhood. You want to talk about that particular thing. Suppose just go down to your memory lane and you just remember what you did when you were a small child. Now, suppose when I was a child, I used to listen to a lot of bedtime stories, and my grandmother used to speak or tell a lot of stories. So here I am talking about a past habit. I am talking about when I was in Shimla, I used to go for morning walk every day. So when I was in Shimla, right now I'm not in Shimla, I'm talking about past. 3 years back I was in Shimla, and there I used to go for morning walk every day. So I'm talking about past habit, I'm talking about past routine that I followed when I was in Shimla. Okay? Now come to the second point. To express present habit also. So you will use to talk about past habit. You will use used to talk about the present habit as well. Like, I am used to all types of pollution. Here I need to say, since I have been living in metropolitan city for last 15 years, so I am getting used to all type of pollution. Like we have water pollution, we have air pollution, we have noise pollution. So I have become accustomed, means I have become used to all types of pollution. Fine. So I'm talking about whatever I have talked. I am talking in the present context. I am talking about the present habit, not past. This is the past. This is the present time. Now come to will. Many times people do make mistake when they use will and shall. So I will just clarify here. Will. So when you are talking about simple future, what you are going to do in future, you will always use will. But will be used when you are making sentences using second person and third person. Fine. Who can be second person? Second person is you. Fine. And who are third person? Third person is he, she, it. Any name, fine, that is singular. But if I am talking about third person plural, we will be the plural of third person. So if you are making a sentences using second person and third person, you will always use will to just talk about simple future or to just make simple future statement. First, he will go to USA next week. So next week is a future time. So when he is going to visit USA next week, it means it hasn't happened. It will happen sooner or later. Fine. So I am talking about simple future. Now come to the second point. Will is also used with first person. Who is the first person? I or first person is I. And we. I would like to correct myself. In the first sentence, I made a mistake here. So third person is, who is a third person? He, she, it, etc. And third person plural is they, not we. We comes in this category first person. So we is first person plural and I is first person singular. So here we is first person. So you will make a sentence here. First person. I will follow all your instructions. So will is used with the first person to express promise, threat and determination. Okay? When you are making a statement, when you are using first person and you are talking about some promise, you are promising somebody for something, in that scenario you will use will with first person, that is I, or with third person, with first person plural we, and you will use always shall. I will follow your instructions. The statement shows that I am promising that I am going to listen to your instruction. I am promising you. That is the promise on the part of the speaker, and what the speaker is promising, I will follow all your instruction. It shows promise. Come to the second point. I will certainly achieve my goal. So I am going to achieve my goal. I will get my goal. I am going to achieve my ambition. I will achieve my ambition. So it shows the determination on my part. Okay? When I am determined to do something and I am making a statement, it means I am very determined and it shows determination. I will certainly achieve my goal. That is the determination part. Now come to this part. Now, again, we will, instead of we, it should be we. We will teach them a lesson. Again, we is first person plural. That's why I've written we. We will teach them a lesson. Here it's a threat. So threat is a warning. So we, here we is the subject. and we is threatening that we is the subject and which is making a statement, and that is making a statement that we will teach them a lesson. Here it's a threat. Now come to shall. Shall again used with first person. First person, as I've already explained, I and we, these two are first person. I is singular and we is plural, and that is also first person. Used to express simple future. Of course, you will use shall with first person. I shall go there. I shall do this. I shall not do this. So that is talking about simple future tense. When you are making simple future statement, you will always use shall with first person. I shall buy my textbooks on Monday. I am talking about a particular piece of thing that I am going to buy on Monday. And what I am talking about? I am talking about text. When I am going to buy my textbook on Monday, that is going to take place in future. That is the future time. Now, shall is also used with second and third person. Second person is used and third person is he, she, it, singular, and they, plural. That comes in third person. Fine. It is used to express again same promise, threat, and determination. So, remember one thing in mind. When you are using shall with second and third person, it will always show promise, threat, or determination. Fine. So he shall get punishment if he doesn't come on time. So the statement is very much clear and it is showing that it's a threat. I am confident that Pooja shall come out with flying colors. Again, I am confident it is showing determination on the part of the speaker, and the speaker is I is the subject here. I hope you have understood the correct usage of must, used to, will, shall, and also mustn't. And I am very hopeful that we are going to make use of all these modal verbs while speaking and writing, because if you use modal verbs correctly, you are going to make a good impression before the listeners. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.